パナソニックスタジアム吹田は選手の入場を待つガンバ大阪サポーターのコールが今鳴り響いています。開幕14戦1勝4分け9敗最下位、最悪のスタートだったガンバ大阪は5月の新潟戦から一気に調子を上げまして、4連勝を含む8戦7勝という快進撃がありました。このままの勢いで秋までいくと上位争いという雰囲気になった時期あったんですが、逆に8月の下旬の突戦以降9戦勝ちなし、未勝利のままシーズン最後のこのホームゲームを迎えることになりました。深い底まで落ちて、そこから一気に上がってまた下降線を下ったというシーズン、これをですからクラブとしてどう総括するか、大変難しいシーズンだったと思いますが、とはいえ最後のこのホームゲーム勝って熱心なサポーターに勝利を届けたいはずです。そしてタフでアグレッシブな戦い方を最後の最後まで貫いて見事にタイトルを取ったヴィッセル神戸、今日は向かって右側のゴール裏の2階席に設けられましたアウェーのサポータースタンド、びっしりと埋まりました。いずれ橋本さん、ガンバにとっては今季はですね、評価の非常に難しいシーズンだったんじゃないかと思います。
いい時期は本当に良かったんで、それが続いていくだろうと皆さん思ってたと思うんですけどね。そこから落ちてちょっとリズム崩れただけかなと思ったら、それが取り戻せなかったっていうところが今の現状なので、本当最終戦今日の試合でどう立て直すかもうまた見たいですけどね。
勝ってた時、のガンバはですね、攻撃も守備も非常にアグレッシブに見えたんですが、
そうですね、やるべきことがはっきりしてたっていうところは間違いなくあったと思うので、あとは本当この試合でもそういう部分、迷いのないプレーっていう、ちょっとミスが起きたとしてもそれに追随していく、ミスじゃない形にしてあげれるような周りのサポートもあるとだいぶ状況は変わるとは思うんですけどね。
その点でいうと橋本さん、迷いのなさ、一貫性というのはですね、アウェーティームは今シーズン持ってた気がします。
持ってます。はっきりと大迫選手、武藤選手の力強さだったりボールキープっていうところを生かしながら、
Still to be decided is the top scorers award. MEIJI Osaka leading that particular charge with 22 goals, just one ahead of Yokohama F. Marinos' Anderson Lopez. So there could be yet more to celebrate in the Vissel Kobe ranks come the end of today. Terrific turnout here for the final game of the season. Gamba Osaka, a club that has made plenty of their own history in the past, but echoes of their Champions League win and the domestic treble of 2014 seem a lifetime ago, given their current struggles. They go into this just 5 points off the bottom of the table, and only spared a relegation dogfight because of the fact that only the bottom team is relegated this season. They do pick up an unlikely win here. Gamba Osaka, the best they can hope for is a repeat of last season's 15th place finish, just 1 place and 1 point above the bottom 3. The form has been awful, disastrous if you like. They've lost their last 6 J1 games since a 1-1 draw here against Albirex Niigata back in September. Haven't won for 9 games in J1 since a 2-1 win here against Shonan Bellmare, the team that they're chasing for 15th spot way back on August the 19th, which at the time was a 4th win in 5. They haven't won in 11 games now in all competitions. Things simply have to improve for Gamba, 2-time Japanese champions, 5-time Emperor's Cup winners. Their Emperor's Cup win in 2015 was the last time that they picked up a major trophy. Vissel Kobe are hoping that their title success will be the start of an era of dominance, much the same way as it happened for Kawasaki Frontale, a club that had never been champions. Once they lifted their first, they went on to win 4 in the next 5 seasons. It is an experienced side, though, this Vissel Kobe team. An awful lot of the squad now in their 30s, so perhaps need refreshing for next season. Well, a few changes for Gamba from the team beaten in Hiroshima last week. Kai Ishikawa comes in for his first league appearance this season in goal, behind what could be a switch to a back 4. Takashi Uzumi returns to the centre of midfield, while up front Tunisian international Issam Jebali replaces Musashi Suzuki at centre forward. He's looking to add to his 5 goals so far this season. Uzumi and Meshino either side of the Tunisian. In charge of this one, Futoshi Nakamura, 45-year-old referee, taking charge of his 21st J1 match this season, but perhaps more significantly the 150th of his refereeing career. 2 captains, Gotoku Sakai wearing the armband for Vissel Kobe, Takashi Uzumi for Gamba Osaka. Shu Kawatama is the VAR. Takayuki Yoshida has resisted the temptation to make wholesale changes with the title wrapped up and goes with largely the same team that saw off Nagoya Grampus last week. The only change sees the Brazilian Jean-Patrick start on the left-hand side in place of Daiju Sasaki, who is on the bench, having picked up a knock in the match against Nagoya Grampus. Top scorer Yuya Osaka has scored 3 goals in his last 2 games against Gamba Osaka. They met back in March. It was a comfortable 4-0 win in Kobe for Vissel. They've won their last 2 meetings, both of those at home. Tough first season for Dani Poyatos, the Spaniard in charge of Gamba Osaka, but Takayuki Yoshida ensuring his place in Vissel Kobe club folklore by claiming his first major trophy as a manager. Gotoku Sakai, who spent most of his career at full-back but has finished this season in a midfield role that has certainly helped out Vissel Kobe. It'll be interesting to see if it's a position that he maintains going forward. 5 wins in their last 6, dropping just 2 points from the last 18 available Vissel Kobe. Significantly, those wins away to Yokohama F. Marinos and the Asian champions Aarau Reds were really the victories that saw them across the line in what could have been a very, very difficult run-in as they look to secure that first league title. Kanda with the ball into the box. And Mateus Tula with the touchback to Daya Maikawa. Touch off by Harua Idi. Really did concentrate on the league this season, Vissel Kobe, after a terrible campaign domestically last season in which they finished 13th. It did contain a run to the Champions League quarter-finals, a competition that they will qualify for next season. Emperor's Cup run ended in the quarter-finals against second division opposition, and they were knocked out of the J.LEAGUE Louvain Cup in the group stages. J1 has certainly been the focus, and it's been worthwhile. It's Honda. And Tula. Back to Maikawa. For Vissel Kobe. Getting in their changed white strip. From Yoshinori Muto, who did score in the 4-0 win against Gamba back in March. One of his 10 goals this season. the second goal in the 2-1 win against Nagoya Grampus last weekend after Haruya Ida given Vissel Kobe the lead. A lightning start to that game, 2 early goals, but were clinging on a bit in the end. Gamba trying to keep a high line here. Suze with the delivery, Tula with the header back across. And that's a goal kick, Yuya Osaka stabbing that one behind. 3 goals in his last 5 games, Yuya Osaka, 22 for the season. 2 of those, though, coming from the penalty spot. Yeah, just caught the defender there on the follow-through, Osaka. Played in the World Cups of 2014 and 2018. Maybe Vissel Kobe's first J-League title, but it's not Osaka's. He won back in 2009 with Kashima Antlers. Won all 3 domestic trophies with them, the Emperor's Cup and 2 League Cups. And that's where the studs caught the head of the defender, Rikuhanda. The Gamba fans have just seen the replay on the screen, and they're demanding that VAR takes action. Certainly nothing deliberate in that from Yuya Osaka. He took over in February for the start of the season. Danny Poyatos, who was coaching Tokushima Vortis. Spent 2 years there with them in J2. Short spell in charge of Panathinaikos that lasted 3 games, 2 defeats and a draw. Gamba Osaka continue with 10, while Rikuhanda gets his head sorted out. Might need a stitch or 2 in that. Gotoku Sakai. It's a free kick, the foul on Meshino. Vissel Kobe were beaten 2-0 on their last visit here in May of last season. They've won 4 of the last 5 meetings, including a 2-1 win here in July of 2021. They've actually won 4 of their last 6 visits to the Panasonic Stadium. Meshino's throw. There's Kurita from Jabali. Passed upon immediately by Ogihara. Rikuhanda patched up and back into the action at right back. Season with Gamba Osaka for Handa, joined from Montedio Yamagata, where he'd spent the last 5 years. His first move away from Yamagata. Yamakawa. Tula, the Brazilian, who's been in and out of the side this season, but secured a starting berth for the run-in and certainly hasn't let anyone down. Scored in that crucial win away to Ara Reds. Patrick with the foot in, Cleared by Kwan. Jabali. Kick for Vissel Kobe. 5 goals this season. His first in Japan. Moved from Odense in Denmark, where he had a good scoring record, 27 goals in 87 appearances in the Danish Superliga. He's played in Sweden and Saudi Arabia too. Uzami. Chasing back, cleared the ball away, but up again by Tula. Now Muto. Another of the over 30s in this team, Yoshinori Muto, 31 now. Spain, Germany and England. 3 years with Newcastle United. Mainz in Germany and then a loan spell with Eibar in Spain. It's in the Japanese side that finished runners-up in the 2019 Asian Cup. Corner short to Hatsuze. Tula picking up the loose ball. And all that from their own corner, made a bit of a hash of that, Vissel Kobe. Usually you know what's coming. Ryo Hatsuze stands over the set pieces and swings in normally a pretty consistent delivery. There is Hatsuze, the right back. Gihara to Yamakawa. Well, when they were struggling at the start of last season, you couldn't have imagined what would happen if you wound the clock forward 18 months, Vissel Kobe. 15 points adrift of the top 3 last season at the end of the campaign. At 20 games in, they were second bottom in the table with just 17 points. 11 defeats in their opening 20. They've only lost 5 all season this time around, Vissel Kobe. It's Hatsuze. Focus was very much on their Champions League run though last season. Patrick with the ball in and gathered by Ishikawa. Patrick, foul by Handa. Not too much on that for Yoshinori Muto, who came in off the wing. Vissel Kobe, unsurprisingly, with more of the ball in the opening 11 minutes. There's Muto. 63% possession for the visiting side. Anybody surprised by that? Especially given their form away from home. They're unbeaten in their last 3 on the road since a 2-0 loss at Sanfrecce Hiroshima in September. A ground where Gamba Osaka lost for the 6th straight game last weekend. Trip was that 2-1 win at the Asian Champions, Urawa Reds. I think a win that really hit home with Yokohama F. Marinos, the outgoing champions. They were hoping that Urawa Reds would do them a favour in that game. It didn't happen. There's Ruku Handa. Jabali. Now Uzumi. Doan, the Brazilian, into Kurita. Vissel Kobe with enough bodies though between him and their own goal. Space for Meshino. Oh, cut in on the left foot, but it was a really poor effort from Yotaro Meshino. It's the 3 goals this season. So Yokohama F. Marinos and Albirex Niigata, the side that Meshino has scored against in this campaign. There's Muto. Into the penalty area, cleared away by Kwon. Magihara. It's Hatsuze. Most things have been decided this season. Yokohama FC mathematically aren't down, but realistically, with a 12-goal turnaround required to get above Kashiwa Reysol, Yokohama FC are returning to J2. But the fight for third is very much on between Sanfrecce Hiroshima and Urawa Reds. Given away by Patrick. Sanfrecce Hiroshima would have a bit of revenge. They cruelly missed out on qualifying for the Asian Champions League last season, despite finishing in the top 3. Urawa Reds went on to win the Asian Champions League, and as a result, Sanfrecce Hiroshima were put out. Even more frustrating, given that they lost in the Emperor's Cup final, which would have meant qualification as well to second division Ventforet Kofu. If they do get third this season, though, it will be qualification to the new AFC Champions League 2 group stage, the second-tier competition. Just 3 spots available now in the Champions League proper. The top 2 and the Emperor's Cup winners. Header on by Doan. There's Yamakawa into Osaka. Clipped over the top. The chase on by Ide. Great finish he put in to really settle the nerves against Nagoya Grampus last weekend. Haruya Ide, former Gamba Osaka player, by the way, featured just 9 times for them earlier on in his career. Suze's throw to Otaku Sakai. He's only scored twice this season, both of them coming in the 4-0 win at home to Gamba back in March. Jabali overran it. Well, the first time, but not the second. Gihara winning it for Vissel Kobe. Cleared away by Tula. Riku Handa. Gentamura getting the ball forward early here to Kurita, who takes the shot. No real power or pace on it, though. Just the 1 goal for him this season. That came back in May in a 3-1 win at Albirex Niigata for Shu Kurita. It's been a strange season for Gamba. They were bottom after 14 games, winning just once. But dramatically improved and found themselves 10th after 27 games. Dropped off again, though, horribly after that, losing 6 in a row. There's Gotoku Sakai. Too much on it, though, for Osaka and for Jean-Patrick. Just wonder if subconsciously they lost a bit of their incentive, Gamba Osaka, when they pulled themselves far enough away from the one relegation place this season. Won't be able to be so lax next season. And the J1 moves back to 20 teams. There's Riku Handa. Tamura. Shikawa clears it away for Gamba. Headed by Tula. Riku Handa. Jabali saying he wanted it played to feet. It was too high for him and Uzumi, who was just behind him. Sakai. Honda onto Jean-Patrick. Tula. That was lax. Yamamoto picking up the loose ball. Here's Mashino. Now Handa. Decent delivery by Handa, and the head of the wrong side of the post from Takashi Uzumi. Who came through the youth ranks here at Gamba Osaka, Uzumi. It's in his 3rd spell with the club, having gone to Germany. Had a loan at Bayern Munich, where he featured 3 times in the Bundesliga. Spells for Augsburg and Fortuna Düsseldorf as well. '27 caps for Japan. Yamakawa. Here's Jean-Patrick. Looking to go on the outside. Well blocked, though, by Handa. Minutes gone, 0-0. The goalkeeper overly tested as of yet. Shikawa's first league action this season. He did feature a couple of times in the Louvain Cup. Gihara. Hatsuze whips it in from a different angle, and then the header just over the top from Matheus Tula, who can be a real threat in the air. Scored a couple of goals this season. Second time they've tried that corner. Agihara playing it to Hatsuze just to change the angle of delivery. Does have a wand of a delivery. Hatsuze is a real weapon from set pieces. Shikawa. 31 has made a career pretty much as a backup goalkeeper. Osaka with the ball in. Trick across and cleared away by Uzumi. Jabali. On by Mashino. Bit of space now for Kurata. Kurokawa. For the early ball into Jabali, he's overhit it, but Uzumi keeps it in. Comfortable gather for Dai Maikawa. There's Agihara. Looked as though he got things right when Gamba Osaka rose up towards mid-table. Riku Handa. Jabali to Dorwan. Uzumi. Karakawa. Over in towards Jabali. There was no communication between Tula and Maikawa. Here's Osako. Now Jean-Patrick. He didn't have the pace to get away. Gentamura covered well for Gamba. Settled into the game a bit more now, Gamba Osaka, after Vissel Kobe made the brighter start of the two sides. Suze punched away by Ishikawa, and on again by Mashino. Jabali, lovely little flick from Jabali. Foul against Sakai. It's the first yellow card of the afternoon for the Vissel Kobe captain. A couple of grabs before taking down Kurita. The mid-season signings that they made in Balint Vexe and Juan Mata did nothing to lessen the average age of this Vissel Kobe team. Mata 35. He's only featured for 10 minutes though since coming in, and Balint Vexe, the Hungarian, just twice. Andres Iniesta, they lost him in July when his contract came to an end. Oh, that was a heavy landing on the ankle for Keisuke Kurakawa. Osako did well. Sakai to Agihara. There's Jabali. They're outside him. Agihara covering well as he does, the holding midfielder of the three in the centre for Vissel Kobe. I've enjoyed getting one over his former club, Yokohama F. Marinos. He left in 2022 to join Vissel Kobe. Sakai. Missed out on their title win last season, but has made up for it in this campaign. Takahiro Ogihara began his career in Osaka with Gamba's city rivals Cerezo. Spent 7 years there. Here's Kurita off Agihara. Here's Jabali. Well covered though by Tetsushi Yamakawa. Yamato with the corner. Outswinger, it was fizzed in. Gihara with the header away. Space now to deliver the ball in. Jabali got caught in two minds there, whether to square it back across or go for goal, and in the end did neither. Osako's header away. Now Yamamoto. It's a better delivery. Tula getting his head to it though. Knocked out by Meshino. Good spell of pressure this from Gamba. Uzumi. Keep swinging those crosses in there. Tula clears her away this time. There's Meshino. Jabali's header on. Assured clearance from Diamaikawa. Played by Kurokawa. Dorwan. Well, both teams struggling in the final third. Nothing more than the routine has been asked of Maikawa and Ishikawa, the two goalkeepers. Uzumi. That's the return from Kurokawa. Didn't come though. Used Dorwan instead. Jabali. Now Handa. There's Jabali. Support from Meshino. Well, defensively, it's been a struggle this season for Gamba. They've conceded 60 goals, which is 4 goals more than bottom of the table Yokohama FC. Pretty solid start defensively though so far for the opening half an hour. It's at the other end where they're having their problems. Minus 22 goal difference again. Only Yokohama FC's is worse. Handa. That's Jose's header. A clash of heads between the two of them. Hatsuze and Uzumi both down. Yeah, forehead to the back of the head, so painful one for Uzumi. Hatsuze, another who's facing his former club. He joined directly from Gamba Osaka in 2019. Featured 34 times for them. Yet to be capped for Japan at full international level, but he's still only 26. Which makes him one of the younger members of this vastly experienced Vissel Kobe team. Capped at under 21 level. Well represented Vissel Kobe. It's not too bad a journey. 20 minutes or so on the bullet train. Uzumi is okay, he's going to come back on, and no need for the Riku Handa headwear. Here's Kurata. Meshino. Space for Handa. By Kurata. And Meshino. Oh, set up nicely for the shot. Koizumi, the captain, is back on. Ogihara. Free kick goes to Vissel Kobe. Will be the third time that Vissel Kobe will feature in the Asian Champions League. Done pretty well on their previous two visits, the quarter-finals in 2022 and the semi-finals on their debut season in 2020. Lost to South Korean opposition both times. There's Jabali. There's Yamamoto. It's a dangerous ball in. Header away by Yamakawa. Meshino. And the pressure building from Gamba Osaka now. Pressure beginning to turn into chances as well. Just the two on target for Gamba. Vissel Kobe yet to master a single chance on target. There's Dorwan. Sakai. Clear by Hatsuze. There's Muto, who's not seen a great deal of the ball, and neither is Yuya Osaka. Pounced upon immediately. Yamamoto bringing it away for Gamba, but the whistle has gone. Kwon Kyung-won, the player, down. Dorwan is down as well, holding his hip. He's patting the top of his head, but holding his hip at the same time. That was the collision between Osaka and Kwon. And Kwon there just pointing to the back of his neck. Meanwhile, Dorwan looks to be really struggling, the Brazilian midfielder. I think you'll be glad to see the end of this season, Dani Boyatos. Go again for the 2024 campaign. Eight years since their last major trophy in 2015. It was quite remarkable what they did when they were relegated in 2013. One promotion back, and in their first season back in the top flight, carried off the J1 title, the Emperor's Cup, and the League Cup as well. Anderson Lopez must have scored, because they're both on 22 now. Yuya Osaka and the Yokohama F. Marinos striker in the race for the Golden Boot. Diego Oliveira would need quite a day, as would Kasper Juncker, to get in amongst that. Yokohama F. Marinos a goal up in their game, remember, came into this at the start of the day. 4 points adrift of Vissel Kobe. Yokohama F. Marinos, the outgoing champions, winning 1-0 with 10 men. But Anderson Lopez registering his 22nd goal of the season to pull level with Osaka. Looks as though it's a neck problem for Kwon. It's great support, isn't it? given the season that they've had, Gamba Osaka. A club that has been used to success. Back in 2008, they were mixing it with the likes of Manchester United in the FIFA Club World Cup. Beaten 5-3 in that semi-final by United. That was having beaten the Mexican side Pachuca in the third place playoff to claim bronze. A long way off those kinds of heights at the moment, Gamba Osaka. A club who traditionally lived in the shadow of Cerezo Osaka before coming to the fore. Cerezo have had the better season though, again this time around, up in 8th place. His header, we're back underway. Throw for Vissel Kobe. Honda with it. Osaka taken down by Jetamura. Under 7.5 minutes till half-time, but I imagine there'll be a significant amount added on. Remember that early injury to Riku Handa and Dorwan have both been down and received treatment as well. The evidence of his treatment is obvious. Riku Handa played well though since the knock on the head. Jean-Patrick has hardly had a look in. Ida still going. Certainly hasn't had the impact that he had against Nagoya Grampus last weekend. Arroyo Ida. Just his second goal of the campaign, the opener against Nagoya Grampus. Another goal coming in a win against Kashima Antlers. Sakai's header, Ogihara. Dorwan seems to be moving okay again now. You wondered if he was going to continue in the contest. Here's Jabali. Fired back across, and then Kurata unable to finish it off. It stayed in play though with Uzumi. Yamamoto, his hander. Nashino back to Uzumi. Osaka looking the more likely at the moment. There's Tula. Bound to be some sort of hangover from that title success of last weekend for Vissel Kobe. Very difficult to raise yourself for one final game when the job has been done already. There's that chance again for Shu Kurata. Good work from Jabali. He's still struggling, Kwan. I wonder if he's put his neck out. It's going to be so difficult to continue with that. Yeah, he's in some pain. And it's going to be the end of the game for the South Korean. It was an unfortunate collision with Yuya Osaka that led to the injury. His second season with the club, already popular. Player capped 30 times by the Korea Republic. His match and season is over. He's replaced by Shota Fukuoka. Fukuoka's seen plenty of action this season. This is his 25th appearance. Only featured 11 times last season, so has come much more to the fore. We'll come on to partner Gentomura at the back for Gamba Osaka. It's anyone's guess how much time will be added on now at the end of this first half. Maikawa over this free kick for Vissel Kobe. And they have another one. Closer to the Gamba penalty area this time. The arm across the neck from Jabali. I don't think you'd have too many complaints. It was a foul on Yamakawa. They haven't threatened really at all, the champions, in open play. Can they create something from a set piece? Suze over this. Too close to the goalkeeper, but Ishikawa made a bit of a meal of that, deciding to punch it away when he easily could have caught it. Maikawa. Yuki Honda. 8 minutes to be added on at the end of this first half. Ida wins the corner. Suze just deliver this straight into the box as he's done for most of the season. Will they try and work that short one again, as they have done previously in this first half? Hasn't had a sniff so far, Yuya Osaka. Suze over it. Dealt with by Gamba. Jabali has it, surrounded though by white shirts, helped out by Yamamoto, Hatsuze, Muto. It's a free kick. And a yellow card for Doan. Get the ball first, but it's one of those modern fouls that's given these days. for the follow-through. Dorwa making that point that it was a perfectly timed challenge for the ball. It's the shape of the tackle, though, the referee didn't like. So Hatsuze over this. Goals haven't been flowing quite so regularly for Osaka in open play recently, which has allowed Anderson Lopez to chase him down. Hatsuze's ball in, the free header is just past the post. Tetsushi Yamakawa, centre back on the end of it. Lovely ball from Hatsuze, such a threat. The way he whips those crosses in, be it in open play or from a dead ball situation, and had that been on target from Yamakawa, that would have been the champions in front. He's only scored 1 goal in 87 appearances for the club. There's Yamakawa. Tula. There's Tula. By Ishikawa. Gamba, slight advantage in terms of chances created. Very little in it possession-wise. Apart from a succession of injuries, it's been a fairly incident-free first half. Yamakawa header about the best chance that Vissel Kobe have created. Ida, Jean-Patrick, now Meshino, the defending champions, the outgoing champions I should say, Yokohama F. Marinos have conceded an equalizer as Osaka crossed the ball in. Kurokawa did really well though to get back and still a march on Yoshinori Muto. Here's Hatsuze. A little flick on, Jean-Patrick was there on the end of it but couldn't finish it off. And it's been better from Vissel Kobe in the last couple of minutes. Jabali. Meshino. That's a corner off Tula. 90 seconds or so of this first half. Vissel Kobe certainly below par, but I guess to be expected. To take advantage. The last thing they want really is to end the season with 7 straight defeats. Naoki Yamamoto. Plenty of height on that, but I think it had swung out of play. Coming short for Diamaikawa. Terrific shot that, isn't it? What a turnout for a club who've had such a struggle this season. Stadium that holds just under 40,000 when full, and it's not too far shy of that. So no goals at half-time. Gamba Osaka looking to end their current plight of 6 successive defeats, and they are doing that at the moment. They have created the better chances. Vissel Kobe started relatively strongly in terms of possession before Gamba got themselves back into it, and at times looked the more likely team without overly testing Diamaikawa in the Vissel Kobe goal. They will point to the header of Tetsushi Yamakawa as perhaps their clearest opportunity in the first half. But it's been a bit after the Lord Mayor's show as far as Vissel Kobe are concerned. Always likely to be a dip-off in their current run that culminated in claiming that J-League title last weekend. And at half-time here, it is Gamba Osaka 0, Vissel Kobe 0.
さあ本日はナイセルプレゼンツガンバ大阪熱烈応援です。さあ皆さんお待たせしました。ナイセル熱烈応援といえばこちらの方です。株式会社ナイセル小川義美代表取締役社長です。
こんにちは。
はい、改めましてよろしくお願いします。 中世界、もう過去にない本当にすごいプレゼントを数々なってますね、じゃあ。
大盤の社長という方で、また大盤のしてしまいました。
ありがとうございます。
ガンバファンの皆さん、サポーターの皆さんの熱烈な応援のおかげで1年間の期待を回ってきたと思っています。ぜひ皆さんのですね、応援に対しまして感謝のように頑張って示したいと思って、大盤のしてしまいました。
ありがとうございます。そしてね、今年の環境配慮型素材クリアファイル、キャップロ、タンクロ、こちらですね、使用して今までにないクリアファイルになっているというふうにお伺いしてますけど、
これ事業部はぜひ宣伝してくれる。
さあ本当に気さくな社長ですけれども、さあ後半に向かっていくチーム、そしてですね、ファンサポーターの皆さんに社長から熱烈応援メッセージ最後いただけますか。
前半戦の勢いをさらに増してですね、後半戦頑張ってほしいと思います。ぜひ頑張ってくださいね、選手の皆さん、そしてサポーターの皆さん、一緒になって声を枯らして応援しましょう。この応援は今日だけじゃなくて来年につながる応援だと思って、私も一生懸命応援したいと思います。皆さんよろしくお願いします。早口ですいません。よろしく。
以上、第3プレゼンツガンバ大阪熱烈応援でした。小川さん、ありがとうございました。
はい。
なお、場内総合案内所やファンクラブブース、ガンバ大阪オフィシャル X でも当選番号を確認できます。当選者の方は試合終了から30分後までにファンクラブブースにお越しください。
Welcome back to the Panasonic Stadium in Suita, where it is Gamba Osaka 0, Vissel Kobe 0. It's been a struggle in the first half for the new champions of Japan. Gamba Osaka perhaps with the more chances of the two sides, but nothing more than half chances in the game really. The only one clear opportunity was that Tetsushi Yamakawa header for Vissel Kobe, which he put the wrong side of the post. Hatsuze's delivery, had it been on target, then Vissel Kobe would certainly have taken the lead. Dorwan is back out again. He seems to have recovered from his knock. And it will be Vissel Kobe to start the second half. By Muto. Pushed away by Fukuoka. He was brought on just before half-time for Kwon Kyung-won, the South Korean international, who picked up what looked like a neck injury. Jabali. Yamamoto over the top for Uzumi. The best of clearances from the goalkeeper. Yamamoto looking to return it as Maikawa scramble back. Gamba attacking that end now of their baying supporters. Final 45 minutes of the 2023 J-League season. Tula back to Maikawa, the whistle's gone though. Gihara, the player down. There's nobody around him when he went down there, Gihara. They're often sometimes the most worrying injuries. It's looking like the end of the game for Takahiro Ogihara. Vissel Kobe supporters chanting his name. He's done a terrific job this season in that holding midfield role. Hotaru Yamaguchi coming on. Captain's armband handed over by Gotoku Sakai to the club captain. 33-year-old former Cerezo Osaka midfielder. Won the Emperor's Cup and the J-League Cup in 2017 with Cerezo. Over there of Mitsuki Saito, who's missed the finish of this season with a serious knee injury. Yamaguchi. (33) Yamaguchi, 48 caps for Japan. Another veteran of the World Cups of 2014 and 2018. Suze. Yamaguchi. Here's Tula. With the foot in, John Patrick has it now for Vissel Kobe. Kosaku Sakai into Ida. For offside against Haruya Ida. It was tight, but it was the right call. Yamamoto. Honda's throw. From Fukuoka. Chibali will challenge for it. Yamakawa winning the header. Here's Yamamoto. And Dorwan hits it. Straight at Maikawa though. Sakai was fouled there by Darwan, the referee playing on that. As Vissel Kobe keep possession. Osaka, I think, to come deeper to try and involve himself in the game. The service wasn't exactly ideal for him in the first half. Here's Hatsuze. With the clearance, Muto. Wrestling match on the edge of the penalty area. The referee just allowing play to go on. Here's Jabali. Here's Meshino. Honda across. Jean-Patrick, the best ball out of defence, picked off by Yamamoto. Uzumi. Free kick to Vissel Kobe. Makawa back to Maikawa. There's Hatsuze. And by Yamakawa to Tula. Osaka. Again, it's just that final ball in the final third, letting down Vissel Kobe. Here's Jabali. Here's Jabali. Fancies it from there, but straight at Maikawa. Outgoing champions Yokohama F. Marinos 3-1 down now to Kyoto Sanga. Their one was scored by Anderson Lopez, which puts him level on 22 with Yuya Osako. And the race to be top scorer this season. Down to 10 men in that game, by the way. Jean-Patrick. Yamakawa. Swung in by Hatsuze. Now Muto. Good ball through, Jean-Patrick. Ishikawa quickly off his line though to gather. It's been a much brighter start to the second half from Vissel Kobe. There's Miura. Muto. Hatsuze. Kurokawa to Dorwan. Yamamoto. Back to Ishikawa. Miura to Jabali. Two intercepts, good turn. Well played by the Brazilian. There's Jean-Patrick. Osaka in the penalty area, completely unmarked. Oh, and it's crept in. Jean-Patrick will claim the goal. Great work from Matheus Tula in the centre of the park, the centre-back, to release his fellow Brazilian. Do wonder if he was trying to find Osaka in the centre. Tula, the architect here. And then Jean-Patrick, you can see where Osaka was pointing, and it's gone in off the defender. It's off the knee, isn't it? Nothing Ishikawa could do. Jean-Patrick celebrates, but it's a Genta Miura own goal. Gamba Osaka 0, Vissel Kobe 1. Ishikawa. Miura's header away. He's being credited with the goal at the moment, Jean-Patrick, but clearly went in off Genta Miura's knee. Here for Osaka. Physical tussle between Osaka and Miura. Kwon before that. Jean-Patrick. Fit in by Handa. Cross in towards Osaka. Well, they look much more at it second half, Vissel Kobe. Resulting in that opening goal. And again, let's be honest, that's had few chances. Miura. Suze with the throw. Now Muto. Ida. Jean-Patrick making the run in behind. Muto is in there. Osaka! Just over the top. And that's his first sight of goal really in the game. I wonder if he's aware that Anderson Lopez has scored for Yokohama F. Marinos. Oh, hit it well enough, didn't he? Just over the top. Jabali. Look at the watch from Takayuki Yoshida, a bit previous that, still half an hour to go. Certainly earned those holidays this season, Vissel Kobe. Here's Matthias Tula. Jean-Patrick. Yamamoto. Tula had to stretch. Here's Jabali. Machino made the run into the penalty area. Jabali with the touchback. Yamamoto. Tula's header away. And as far as Kurokawa. Suze clears. Dorwan. There's Fukuoka. Kurokawa. Behind for Jabali, cleared away by Tula. Dorwan. Spread out by Uzumi. Jabali just trying to stab it into the penalty area. Much more dominant second half, Vissel Kobe. 10-15 minutes they were in charge of the game. Gamba Osaka brought that back by half-time. Champions looking to go out on a winning note. Of course, next season will be very different. They're to be shot at as the defending champions, as they will be. There's Dorwan. They're away by Maikawa. Yamamoto. Machino. Uzumi's on the end of it. It's a terrific block. Great piece of defending by Yamakawa. Here's Kurokawa. Uzumi back to Fukuoka. Miura. Yamamoto. Switched out by Gentamura towards Kurokawa. Foot in by Hatsuze. Now Muto. Hatsuze. Intercepted by Yamamoto. Now Kurata. Uzumi. A little step over, cuts in. Straight at Maikawa though. Double change for Vissel Kobe. Daiju Sasaki coming on for Hiroya Ida. Sasaki's had a terrific season. There's the goal, which at the moment he's claiming. He's replaced by Kora Yuraki. He's had a battle with all season for that starting berth on the left-hand side. There is Sasaki, 24-year-old, a real talent. Versatile as well, can play in the centre of midfield, out wide or further forwards. Yuraki involved straight away, wins the corner. Zuzay across to take it. 6 in there for Vissel Kobe. Tula, all those forward. Yamaka were in there as well. Had that great headed opportunity in the first half. Outswinger. Tula got his head to it. Shikawa clears. Into the head of Tula. Sasaki strikes it. Plenty of venom in it. But always rising. If he could add more goals to his game, he really would be the complete player, Daiju Sasaki. It's his 100th top flight appearance today, Sasaki. It would have been his 10th goal. And he got it on target. Away by Honda. Now Mura. To Meshino. That looks a painful one. And, Sasaki's okay. Fouled by Handa. And a yellow card. Zuzay over this. They're trying to keep a high line. Hooked in by Hatsuze. Osaka. Flag up for offsides. Free kick and a foul for Gamba on Uzumi. They've less than 20 minutes now to try and pull a goal back or face losing their final 7 games of the season. Which in any normal campaign would generally result in relegation. Floated in by Uzumi. Now gathered by Maikawa. Here's Muto. Hatsuze. By Yamamoto. Here's Tula. Now Muto. Jabali. This was one of his most effective days, Yosunori Muto. And he's certainly been a key performer this season for Vissel Kobe. Sasaki. A touch off to Yuraki. Osaka. There's Yuraki again. Perfectly timed challenge from Gentamura, says the referee. One of those all-or-nothing challenges. He was going to be in trouble if he didn't get it right. Fed in again to Osaka. Sakai. Cleanest of strikes. Sakai. Muto making the run ahead of Osaka. Held up by Yamamoto. Now Sasaki in behind. Well defended by Fukuoka, goal kick. Is it going to be decided? Jean-Patrick deflected goal. He's still being credited with it at the moment. Ultimately, it may go to Gentamura as an own goal. At the moment, he's sitting on his 4th goal of the season. 5 goals in 28 appearances in the only season he played with Cerezo Osaka in the last campaign. Gamba's local rivals. So a lot of movement between the Osaka clubs and Vissel Kobe, given that the 2 cities are relatively close. Hacked forward and on again by Yamaguchi. Header down. Here's Yamamoto. Kurata. Here's Yamamoto again. Space for Kurokawa. Too close to the goalkeeper. Well, they really have offered precious little, really, in the attacking sense in the second half, Gamba. They were better in the first half, to be fair. Here's Uzumi. Yamamoto to Dorwan. Hander. Meshino with a bit of space. Can he finish it off? Or he took the extra touch when perhaps he should have pulled the trigger. Changes now for Gamba Osaka. Sam Jabali making way for Shoji Toyama. And Meshino replaced by Hiroto Yamami. Jiraki. Yamami trying to get his first feel of the ball. And here's Darwan. Free kick for Gamba. And Uzumi to Kurokawa. And by Uzumi to Kurata. Good ball into the centre, but gathered by Maikawa. Yamami getting himself instantly involved, the substitute. Player who started just 2 matches this season. It's his 14th appearance. His most significant input this season, a 90th minute equaliser and a 1-1 draw at Sagan Tosu in August. Osaka. Put behind by Yamamoto. And a change at full-back with Nanaze Ino coming on for Yuki Honda. Sasaki holding his position on the edge of the penalty area. And by Hatsuze. Yuraki's ball in, Tula's header. The wrong side of the post. Yuraki. Hatsuze into Yamaguchi. Muto. First touch for Ino. He's coming up right back. Hatsuze has switched to the left. Tula's header. And inside the last 10 minutes. As it stands, Vissel Kobe heading for their 21st win of the season. With Yokohama F. Marinos currently losing They would take the title by 7 points in the end. Fukuoka's header. Launched by Maikawa. No foul given. Muto is down after the coming together with Fukuoka. Went into the Nagoya Grampus game, Osaka, having scored 3 in 4 games, but at the moment he's 8 minutes away from drawing a blank in the final 2 games of the season, which could cost him winning the Golden Boot outright. Uzumi. Kurokawa. Good exchange with Uzumi. It's put behind by Ino. Uzumi. Punched away by Maikawa. Punched away again. Muraki clears it. Uzumi. Kurita. Fired into the penalty area, it's gone all the way through. And Gamba Osaka have an equalizer. Oh, the flag is up though. Toyama celebrating, did he actually get a touch on it? Yeah, he is offside. Doesn't actually touch it, I don't think. Very difficult, though, to say that he wasn't interfering with play. Gamba can make another couple of changes. Naoki Fujihara coming on for what would be his second appearance of the season, the 35-year-old. One of the surviving members of the 2014 treble-winning team. Reception for Fujihara. And Dai Tsukamoto on as well. Tamura. Put away by Hatsuze. Yamamoto. Cleared by Tula. ball from the right back. Couldn't feed it into Toyama though. Another break on. Osaka being pulled back by Miura. Sasaki cuts in and forces the save from Ishikawa. Driven back across by Ino. And behind for a corner. Good shape to the shot. Close enough though for the goalkeeper to get across and beat it away. Minutes to go. Can they wrap it up with a second goal here, Vissel Kobe? Yamaguchi came short. Hatsuze not interested, feeds it straight in. Here is Yamaguchi. Yamami gets it away. Hatsuze switches it up to Sasaki. Okay from that knock to the ribs that he took against Nagoya Grampus, but that's why he was left on the bench for this one. Sasaki. It's a goal kick. Frustrated not to be able to finish the game against Nagoya Grampus last weekend. Deflected goal, deciding it at the moment. Toyama thought he had an equalizer, which would have been his first top-flight goal. The 21-year-old playing only his 10th top-flight game of his career, the 3rd of this season. And that's not a good challenge from Uzumi. And Muto. Cards. A little flick out there and then got him the second time. Ino. Tula. Sasaki. So through the first challenge, not the second. Yuriki. Dorwan for Gamba Osaka. Uzumi. Fujihara. Raw as he gets the ball. 11th season with the club. And one of the immortals that brought the domestic treble to Gamba. It's a lot to live up to for Danny Poyatos. Very different ambitions these days for Gamba Osaka. Yamamoto, Uzumi, Fujihara. Touch off Muto as he made the challenge on Sakamoto. 5 minutes to be added on. Corner for Gamba Osaka. Here's the cross, punched away by Maikawa. Tula's header clear. He's been so solid since making that centre-back role his own towards the end of the season. Sakai's header. Here's Uzumi. Not a try, but well over. He's done as much as anyone in the game to get something for Gamba Osaka. Takashi Uzumi. Rookie. By Yamakawa. Tsukamoto. Sakai. Muto. By Dorwan. Uzumi. Played in by Hando, wants the return. Well covered by Yamaguchi. Throw for Gamba. We're finishing the game with something of a flurry. Corner for the home side. Yokohama F. Marinos have been beaten 3-1. Vissel Lopez scoring. So if Osaka can nick one at the end, he would be the out-and-out top scorer. It's fallen kindly for the shot, and it's just past the post from Hiroto Yamami. I think he thought it was in, and so did most of this stadium. A few inches the other way, and it would have been. Found the gap, cut right through the ball, and look at that, just spun away right at the end in front of the post. Well, the header flicked onto the back post, and then Hatsuze clears. Ishikawa's out of his goal now. Is Sasaki. Osaka wants it, he's got an open goal if he can find it. But the flag has gone up for offside. And that really was the chance for goal number 23. It looks as though he is going to finish level with Anderson Lopez of Yokohama F. Marinos. Kick floated in, the header down by Mura. And it's behind for a Gamba corner. Can they at least snatch a point here? Ishikawa is again forward. The Gamba goalkeeper. And it goes, punched away by Maikawa. Pump back into the danger zone. Maikawa got some fingertips to that. It's a goal kick if it goes. Kept in though. Fujihara couldn't control it. And that is it. The final whistle goes. Sean Patrick's deflected effort enough to win the game for Vissel Kobe, their 21st win of the season. It means that in the end, they win their first J-League title by a comfortable 7 points from the outgoing champions Yokohama F. Marinos, who took just a point from their final 2 games. But for Gamba Osaka, there needs to be a lot of soul-searching over the off-season, and they really do need to come back in 2024 much stronger. A similar campaign really to last season for them. They will finish the season off the back of 7 successive defeats. A terrible end to the campaign for Gamba, who managed just 9 victories this season. MEIJI Osaka finishes the campaign level on 22 goals with Anderson Lopez. It does look as though Tetsushi Yamakawa is in a bit of distress here at the final whistle, but Takayuki's Yoshida side having a terrific finish to the campaign. 6 wins in their last 7. They took 19 from a possible 21 points to finish the season. That most certainly is a run-in worthy of champions, especially bearing in mind that they had trips to Yokohama F. Marinos, the defending champions, and the Asian champions Urawa Reds. It has finished here. Gamba Osaka 0, Vissel Kobe 1. So the final farewells for the 2023 campaign. Vissel Kobe have finally won the one they wanted, becoming champions of Japan for the very first time. It means another Asian Champions League campaign for them. For Gamba Osaka, they are well off where they used to be less than a decade ago. Seem as far off now from a major trophy as they've ever been, really. Will Dani Poyatos be the coach to lead them next season, the Spaniard, for a second campaign? Midway through this one, there were signs that things were improving. But it was always likely to be difficult against the champions, who were looking to end the season on a high note. And they certainly did that with win number 21 of 34 games this season. We'll be hoping to get a bit of post-match reaction shortly. Doesn't seem too worried that he didn't finish as the out-and-out goal scorer. 22 with Anderson Lopez. It's a good return. Let's hear from
シーズンのラス
Jean-Patrick.
トゲーム、ご自身のゴールでチームに勝利をもたらしました。おめでとうございます。
Quero agradecer, é muito importante, né? Terminar o ano marcando um gol importante para a nossa equipe. A proposta que nós viemos hoje aqui foi jogar no máximo, respeitando o adversário e sair daqui com a vitória. Foi isso que a gente conseguiu e todo mundo está de parabéns.
やはり我々の今日ここに来た目的は最後まで自分たちのやってきたことを継続して、当然相手を